but Mikhail Silvestre is out with knee trouble after the events of last Sunday. A quiet afternoon would suit them down to the ground. Last time Manchester United visited this city, the game was at Filbert Street, and their victory relegated Leicester. 2 years on, only 3 of the Leicester side remain in the starting lineup. With a very limited budget, they've been reshaped by Mickey Adams. Thatcher's throw. Flicked on by Scowcroft. Manchester United's free kick. The Manchester United manager has enjoyed his few days occupying the moral high ground. What he doesn't need today is a red card or a provocative act. Darren Fletcher. He's played 3 Champions League games so far, but it's his first league appearance. Quinton Fortune coming forward from his left back position and scuffing the shot fairly well wide. It's a measure of how he's come on in his defensive role that he's preferred to the likes of Phil Neville and John O'Shea for that role. They're accommodated elsewhere in the team. Mickey Adams has called for a cauldron of sound to be created around the Walkers Stadium, and his request is being answered fully by the Leicester supporters. Given against Izzet. Snapping at the heels of Scholes, who's taken it quickly to Fletcher. And Fletcher's inside Thatcher. No wonder they're so excited about him at Old Trafford. Doesn't seem to have a care in the world. On by Bent to Dickoff. Two then got in one another's way, but here's Bent. Goalkeeper Howard is down, more in relief than through injury. He does have explosive pace, Marcus Bent. He's never really settled at one club for long, but he was in there like a flash. Manchester United's throw. Scholes. Phil Neville. Paul Scholes for a second time, floating it in for Roy Keane, and Keane scores for Manchester United. His first goal in 41 matches. Just like the old days, the surging run from deep, not picked up with his run from midfield. And having outfoxed the Foxes' defence, able to steer it into an unguarded net. A year and a half since Roy Keane's name last appeared on a Manchester United score sheet. Leading by example once again. Chewing a little bit harder on that gum now. Paul Scholes lining one up. Oh, and it's fallen to Van Nistelrooy! 2 goals inside a minute! And the referee's not happy with the celebrations here. Graham Poll has raced across towards Van Nistelrooy. The last thing Manchester United need is any note of controversy at all. But he's being ushered away from in front of the Manchester United supporters. Leicester appealed in vain for offside. It wasn't. There was a stroke of fortune about it, because it was a shot by Paul Scholes, which in the end turned into an arrow-like pass to the man who rarely misses. That's what it means. A week's worth of pent-up frustration is being released. Dickoff. Sean Curtis, once of Manchester United. It's one for Scowcroft to jump for. Rio Ferdinand helped with the defensive duties. And here's Darren Fletcher. Scholes. Open ground ahead of him. No one anywhere near Ryan Giggs, which is inviting trouble. Three waiting to supply it. And would you believe Van Nistelrooy has missed from 6 yards? They gave the freedom of the left flank to Ryan Giggs and should have been made to pay a more telling price. Curtis. Bent. Appeals for handball against Rio Ferdinand. Although tellingly, Paul Dickov had the best view of it and didn't appeal. Here's Thatcher. Now it's never left the ground. Bent pulls it ahead of Curtis. Fortune was guilty of a foul there on Bent. Moment of alarm for Rio Ferdinand. More thigh than arm, I think. Is it? Plenty of height. So's Taggart! Couldn't have asked for a better opportunity, Jerry Taggart, but Tim Howard, in his 9th game for the club, has still only been beaten on 3 occasions. Phil Neville. Once again, a wide man left unattended. This is Fletcher. Van Nistelrooy! Normally, he has such a reliable first touch in front of goal. He doesn't often need a second. Ran away off his chest, and the chance had gone. Keane. Scholes. Back with Roy Keane. Fletcher's free on this far side, but that's a foul by Alan Rodgers. Isn't it good to see Roy Keane, whoever you actually support, returning to something approaching his old form? Back they go, the full required 10 yards. Just over a minute to play in the first half. It's Ryan Giggs into the wall. Van Nistelrooy, beautifully done! There is no substitute for quality. And Van Nistelrooy goes again to that pocket of Manchester United supporters to celebrate a classically taken goal. Reminiscent of Dennis Bergkamp at the old Filbert Street, taking down a long-angled pass, seemingly as if it wasn't a problem, and then whacking the ball in for a goal of thunderous power. And what's more, a goal that surely already puts this fixture beyond Leicester City. Manchester United with their version of treble chance, 2 goals in a minute through Roy Keane, who hardly ever scores, and Ruud van Nistelrooy, who nearly always does. And then, of course, a classic finish from Van Nistelrooy to end the half. Easy as that. Leicester 0, Manchester United 3. Manchester United will be happy to come here again. Their first ever visit to the Walkers Stadium couldn't really be going much better. It's entirely in keeping with history in this fixture. They've won the last 8 games against Leicester in a row. Foul by Scholes on Is It? There is one half-time substitution to report. Roy Keane has gone off with Europe in mind to be replaced by Eric Djemba-Djemba. Giggs. Van Nistelrooy, Scholes, Van Nistelrooy cleanly won by John Curtis. That was an excellent tackle. Of course, he learned his football at the Manchester United Academy. which helps. Scowcroft. And then Fletcher long for Van Nistelrooy. And Jemba to Ruud Van Nistelrooy. This could be the hat-trick. Never in doubt. What an answer to all the critics. Ruud Van Nistelrooy's 5th hat-trick for Manchester United. And a much better sort of trick than that of which he was accused at the start of the week. Jemba with the volleyed pass. Rodgers trailing in Van Nistelrooy's wake. We've not played for that long. We could be looking at a rugby score. Fletcher. Scholes. Philip Neville. Van Nistelrooy. Fletcher with any number of colleagues to aim at. And here's Giggs. Scholes is pulled away by the penalty spot. Dickov. Credit to him for still going. Jamie Scowcroft. That was more like it from Leicester. Maybe Manchester United just switched off for a moment. Howard called into action. Blocked by O'Shea. And then a miss. Marcus Bent with the goal gaping. Jordan Stewart causing some confusion. Marcus Bent having a couple of bites at it. Ian Walker is suffering from a back problem. Tempting to suggest that that's because he spent so much time picking the ball out of his net. But that would be unkind, wouldn't it? Anyhow, it's a big moment for Danny Coyne, the former Tranmere and Grimsby goalkeeper who makes his Premiership debut at the age of 30. And both sides have now used up their 3 permitted substitutions. Scowcroft. Nallis. He can hit them powerfully with either foot. He scored a stunning left-foot volley against Leeds here. Bent. Dickov is scampering through to his right. Dickov. He's not one to give up, Paul Dickov. Scowcroft tends to be useful from corners. Oh, it's 4-1. Frank Sinclair. And the referee has a little bit of sorting out to do in the aftermath because of an incident involving Dickov and Gary Neville. It's only a second goal in 4.5 seasons for the former Chelsea defender. It's only the 3rd time that Manchester United's defence has been breached in the Premiership this season. And for a defensive line that's been so rock solid, it was quite a lapse to leave Sinclair all alone and unattended. Graham Poll was right on the spot to sort out Dickop and Gary Neville in the aftermath of the goal. Sinclair's header hit the back of the net and then, well, it's hardly even handbags, is it? Mickey Butt a little slow. Muzzy is it? Just too strong for Marcus Bent. He's got Stewart up in support. Scowcroft arriving in the penalty area. Is it has stayed forward too. O'Shea. Alice tries to shoot from around the ground, which they know that he can to some effect. Bent. Oh, off the crossbar with Tim Howard beaten. It's a super effort by Marcus Bent. Leicester have been slightly unlucky so far this season in that they've struck the woodwork more than any other Premiership team. Is it? So move into the 87th minute. And Phil Neville kicks clear after Bent had beaten Howard in the air. A rare moment of uncertainty for the new American goalkeeper. Is it? The rush for the exit is underway. Fletcher. It's been a consummate performance by Manchester United. Three goals for Ruud van Nistelrooy. 3 points for Manchester United. The game as a contest really wrapped up by half-time. Van Nistelrooy answering his critics in the way he does best. Arsene and Arsenal may not like it too much, but it's finished Leicester 1 and Manchester United 4.